Is everybody in their places? Places everybody, production.
Sarah?
PA assistant, yeah, Sarah. Sarah, can you shut the up and go over there to the back where nobody can see you or hear you?
What the hell? We need her up front. What do you mean?
Teddy, actually go grab me a coffee. We're tired. Can't you see that shit?
What the fuck?
Quiet on set. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Alrighty, guys. I'm so excited today.
So excited.
So excited to bring you Subscriber Scary Stories number 40.
40?
40. Honestly, it's been 4 years. We should be on like 150.
Well, whose fault is that?
Yours.
Who set that system up?
What the fuck? You're not teaching us anything if you just hand us a fucking packet, yo. Since it's almost Valentine's Day, we're gonna do a topic we love, which is Brujeria. Way back in Roman times, before Valentine's Day existed, there was a festival called Lupercalia that went on from February 13th through the 15th. Roman men would link up in a random cave in the mountains to watch a priest sacrifice a goat for fertility and a dog for purification. They would then skin the dead animals, get naked to chase, and then slap women with bloody animal hides to make them more fertile. Straight people are so weird. At the end of the function, the women would throw their names in a jar and wait for men to pick them, ultimately having a 3-day relationship like y'all when you visit Mexico. Then came Saint Valentine. Emperor Claudius II illegalized marriage because nobody was signing up for war. So Saint Valentine said fuck it and illegally performed marriages on couples. On February 14th, 278 AD, he was beaten and beheaded. The Catholic Church deemed this day to be Valentine's Day. So this Valentine's Day, remember, he lost his head so you can get chocolates. Some of these are like love spell related, love related. Maybe some of them are not. So this one is called The Devil. Hello, are you there? Are you alive?
No, I needed a Red Bull energy.
Hi, Monica, and whoever you're with. My dad told me something that I need to share. I don't even know where to begin with this story, but here it is. When my dad was about 15, he had a close-knit group of friends. Himself, his friend, his sister, and her friend. One day, my dad's sister asked if they wanted to play with a Ouija board. They all agreed, mostly out of curiosity, not believing in the paranormal. That night, his sister brought the board, which came from her friend, who was a witch. They sat down, placed their hands on the planchette, and began asking questions. The first one was, is anyone here with us? The planchette moved to yes. At first, they laughed it off. Then his friend asked, who are we talking to? The board spelled out one word, devil. Things quickly turned unsettling. They asked, what is my grandma's name? The board spelled it out correctly. They asked again for his friend's name, and it spelled it out too. By then, my dad was convinced someone was messing with the board, so he challenged it. He said, if you're real, show me a beautiful woman in red heels and a red dress.
I would have been like, Dad, why are you trying to see that, you fucking weirdo? If you're real, give me a fucking BBL right now. If you're real, show me a bad bitch with a fat ass and some big old bitties. That's what he's saying.
If you're real, show me world peace. I'm better than you.
If you're real, solve world hunger and kill.
I'm gonna bleep out the names, but we all know what fucking names were said. The moment he said that, they all heard the sound of high heels clicking from the left side. They were in an alley, and when they heard it, they immediately started running the other way. My dad looked back and saw her, exactly as he described, a woman in a red dress and red heels. After that night, they never touched the Ouija board again. My dad always warned me to never mess with one.
What the hell? They were messing within an alley?
In an alley.
Monica said that if she hits 200k subscribers, she's gonna mess with the Ouija board and she's gonna conjure up a bad bitch with a BBL and a red dress. If you're real, you'll flip that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's scary. Have you ever played with the Ouija board?
No, never. Have you? Yeah, dumb bitch. And what was your
I
experience
did.
with that?
My experience with that, I was in high school. Me and my friend, we would go to the library after school. He would bring us Ouija board and we'd play in the library. And it was always, oh my God, that shit was so fun. It's because we'd have like a whole big group of friends. It's not fun, guys. Don't do it. Don't use it. But we'd have a whole big group of friends in there. And we'd just be doing stupid stuff. But I stopped because one day we were playing and then the Ouija board started counting down. And then we were like, oh shit, goodbye. But I didn't know what that meant.
What did that mean?
So that means that whatever entity is in the Ouija board and attached to the Ouija board, they want to escape. They want to get out into the real world. And I was like, oh, fuck that. But then, I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much was manipulated into playing it again because I did not want to play it. We were playing it, right? This was supposed to be my last time. It started counting down again. And instead of saying goodbye, this guy fucking let it. And I was like, nope, goodbye. I had to end it myself. I was like, fuck that, and then I never played again.
Wait, he let it out?
I don't remember if he let it like all the way out, but I remember stopping it and be like, goodbye.
What a freak.
Like, fuck that. Yeah, damn, that library must be haunted as hell. Should we go investigate?
It's probably people be yoinking it there.
Oh, yeah.
Sex demon possesses them or something.
Damn, no hands? No, they would dead ass. Guys, we caught 2 people gooning it at the library.
Not the goon demon.
Anyway, thank you for that story. I appreciate it. That was actually really scary. Alrighty, this one is called My Family Secret. Hello, Monica. I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Rosa, the person who shared the story about my family curse from Honduras. I'm back with more stories. Of course I remember you.
And yes, that's where I remember you from. Because I didn't see
I gave you one like this.
Yes, I still have it.
My grandmother passed away when my mom was only 32 years old, leaving her heartbroken and lost. Around that time, many neighbors suggested my mom talk to an hermana from the church to find peace. So she did. Hermana, a sister, like a nun. When she visited the hermana's house, the hermana asked my mom to hold her hand and pray to God. After the prayer, my mom felt a bit relieved and her nervousness faded. After an hour of my mom venting her feelings to the hermana told her that her mother didn't die because of the surgery, but due to brujeria, done by someone close to her out of revenge. My mom was confused because she remembered they had done a cleansing a long time ago, so it couldn't have been those jealous women. The hermana explained that my mom would discover who it was when she went to work and warned her to be careful, as this person might target another family member. The next day, my mom, a bank manager, went to work with this warning in mind. All day, she waited to see someone familiar. At 3 p.m., my sister's grandmother walked in and offered my mom some food. That's when my mom realized it was her mother-in-law who had caused her mother's death. This woman had always been rude and selfish, even to the point of letting her own granddaughter starve for the sake of money.
What the f?
My mom declined the food, saying she had already eaten. 3 days later, my mom returned to the hermana and recounted the encounter. The hermana smiled and explained that my grandmother fell ill because this woman had placed something harmful in the yard. When my grandmother stepped on it barefoot, she was cursed. Oh, hell no. Take off your shoes and then step over the yard.
What?
Despite everything, my mom never held a grudge. Oh, hell no. When she met my father, his presence didn't stop the harassment from this woman, and unfortunately, my grandfather also fell victim to her dark deeds. He met the same fate as my grandmother. Damn, y'all didn't tell her to stop? Why are you laughing?
Because your reaction did. You didn't tell him to stop.
Oh my goodness. In the end, my mom believed that one day this woman would pay for her actions. And she did. Years later, she asked my sister for forgiveness and even sought my mother's forgiveness because she was dying a painful death and believed she would face the person she had worked with in the afterlife. I hope you enjoy. I have so many more stories. My family has been cursed so many times that my mom is not scared anymore. Oh shit.
That's hell scary. That's so scary, the different ways you could be affected. Like food, stepping. I never knew stepping on something.
I know.
And it's like it's placed there to be stepped on. You're evil.
Do you think anybody's ever attempted anything on us?
I don't think so.
Who would though? Exes.
Maybe like a hater?
Maybe like a hater, like Jocelyn. I think Jocelyn did brujeria on me. Jocelyn cursed me to have a fat ass.
Jocelyn cursed me to be a buchona.
Oh wait, speaking of Jocelyn, my stepdad is a brujo. Hey Monica, my name is Jocelyn from California. Here's a story about how me and my mom think that my stepdad does brujeria. I was about 5 to 6 years old when my mom met my stepdad. By the way, they aren't married or anything. I just like calling him a stepdad because he's very close to me. I didn't really like him at first because I didn't like the fact of my mom being with someone other than me. Not in a weird way though. And it was also new to me because my mom raised me as a single mom without anyone helping her. And I'm an only child. Anyways, let's get to the important part. Me and my mom used to live in a very small apartment that was literally the size of a shoebox because all of the houses or rooms we lived in, we always had bad experiences. So we had no choice but to move there. But after about 6 years of living there, everyone including us were kicked out of the apartments and had 60 days to move. So after weeks of moving, we decided to settle in my dad's place, which was also an apartment but bigger and 2 rooms because me and my mom only lived in 1 room. But my dad also had 3 roommates living there, 2 of them being his nephews. So you can imagine how tight spaced the apartment was with 6 people living in it. One day, my mom was cleaning the bathroom area because she was the woman of the house.
Period. As she should. I'm just kidding.
What? Nelly, we need to be encouraging women. Put your men doing the housework. Your
and
men
the jobs. And the labor.
And the jobs.
Cleaning the house. feeding the kids, providing, paying all your bills, taking you everywhere. You don't even have to get your license. Like, that's why I haven't got my license, because someone has to come and save me, you know?
We're gonna rewind that. After cleaning, she decided to also clean my stepdad's cabinets where he kept his clothes and towels. While she was cleaning it, she found a black plastic bag, and she opened it. She found a can of spray, but it wasn't any type of can spray. It was a love spray that people would use for brujeria.
What?
My mom panicked and asked my dad what the can spray was for after he got off of work. My stepdad denied that it was even his, even though the spray was clearly in his cabinets and that it belonged to him. What my mom was mostly worried about was that my stepdad was probably spraying that stuff on her clothes and undergarments, since we slept in the same room as my stepdad.
That's actually really scary.
Not to mention that there was always a disgusting smell around the apartment. Maybe it was the fact that we were living in an apartment with 4 guys, but who knows? Y'all know better than to put that shit in my hands, because I'm gonna be spraying that shit everywhere.
You would spray that shit everywhere? Where?
Like everywhere. I just go walk
Wherever
by.
you go?
Wherever I go. And it's not even because I want anybody. It's because, like...
You just want everybody to be in love with you?
Yeah, that's normal, right?
Yeah, it is normal. I'd be wanting that every time I go out, too. Loki might do that. She didn't put the recipe in the bio, in the description below?
Present time, my stepdad would also give me and my mom jewelry that would have this type of symbol that almost looked like a plus sign, but was definitely not a cross. There was a day that my mom was talking to my dad like usual until she noticed something on my stepdad's chain. On his chain, he had a pendant of some type of god, but it definitely looked like La Muerte. My mom asked him who that person was on his chain, and he said that it was some type of god that protects him. But what exactly does it protect from? Badness or goodness?
Is that words? Did Shadi base in this?
After that, my mom felt weird and said that she felt some type of negative energy, so she decided to open a Bible book and set it on her TV stand. My stepdad walked in and noticed the Bible sitting there open. He asked, "Why do you have a Bible there?" But in a disgusting tone. She replied with, "Because the Bible is the Bible." After that incident, my mom has been reading pages of the Bible and praying every night before going to sleep. It really helped her a lot now that I see that she has gotten more calmer and relaxed. I have a great relationship with my stepdad. He truly is a good person and a hard worker. But whenever I remind myself of this version of him, it always keeps me up at night wondering what would happen next. That's my story. I'm sorry if I let out some details, but I hope you liked my story. By the way, your content is very awesome and funny, especially when you're with your sisters.
Aww. That's actually crazy though. Imagine finding, how do you know it's like a love spray, like it says love spray?
Think of the time that you were most in love with somebody and you found brujeria. You found out they were doing brujeria on you. Would you stay, or would you like want to kill the illusion?
I think I would stay.
You would stay? You wouldn't even confront?
I'd be like, damn, you love me that much? Like, damn. Is that weird?
That is weird.
You wouldn't stay?
I don't think so. I'd be worried. Like, I'd be like, what if this is all fake? Like, do I even feel this way?
Nah, I have issues, so I don't care. I feel like I would get Stockholm Syndrome.
Bitch, what the fuck? I don't think I would stay. I'd be too scared. Like, what if they get mad at me? They're gonna do different types of brujeria on me.
What would you think that what they would do if you left?
What the fuck did you say?
What do you think that they would do if you left them?
Kill me. I don't know. I feel like it's not real love. Like, what if, okay, would you ever do that on somebody?
No.
Yeah, because you just feel like it's fake, right?
The most I would do is like make their shit burn if they like were thinking about other girls. Their dick. Make it burn if they're thinking about other girls or looking at other girls.
That is psychotic.
I feel like that's reasonable, no?
No, that's not reasonable.
Bro, this is a don't judge me challenge.
This is not I'm judging you. Thank you for that story. That's very interesting. Okay, anyways.
Wait, do you still live with them?
Yeah, I think so.
And
they're still together
and
they just don't talk about it.
Oh yeah, that love so worked.
That's true, huh?
No way.
Maybe they sprayed it on the kid too, she'll love him too.
Oh my god.
Whole time he's ugly.
Oh my god.
This one is called My Ex Me Hizo Un Amarre. Hello, Monica y su banda. Hihi. I would like to stay anonymous, but you can call me Brujita.
I'd be on your life since I'm confessing my love to you. Just be messing with you, but you're beautiful.
It's Valentine's Day, guys. Love is in the air.
No.
I do want to say before all of this happened, I knew brujeria was a thing, but I didn't really believe it until now. And now I practice it, LOL. But don't worry, I'm trying to become a witch doctor so I can help heal others spiritually. Oh, that's cool. Well, back in 2021, I left my ex-fiance. We was together for almost 5 years. We've known each other for almost our whole entire lives, and I was very much drawn to him, and so was he. Sadly, we just wasn't compatible for each other. I felt like we both never truly loved each other. We never disrespected each other. We always treated each other good, but we wanted different things in life. I think we were just with each other because because it was more convenient for us. Well, I pulled the trigger and we broke up. We still live with each other for a year because we have re-signed the lease to our apartment. Plus, it would give us time to save up money. Sounds messy, I'm in. Fast forward, a few months later, I met this guy at a bar. I went out with one of my friends at the time and I went to buy us drinks while she got us a table. Here comes this guy who I ended up developing a new relationship with. He was half Arab and Asian and from London, so the accent was amazing.
I know he fine.
He said he was on a business trip with two of his mates and their company would rent a flat in downtown for when people would have business trips. Fast forward a few months later, I met this guy at a bar. I went out with one of my friends at the time and I went to buy us drinks while she got us a table. We started talking, getting to know each other, and we hit it off. He invited my friend and I to their table and it was a good time. That night we exchanged numbers and we went our separate ways. I dropped off my friend and he texted me saying that he wanted to see me again tonight, so we met up and talked all night.
That's all they did.
It's possible. The next day, we went on a date and it went well. I was honest and straightforward with my situation and he said he understood, but he didn't care either. A week later, I completely fell in love with him. Like if I needed him in my life, I couldn't keep him out of my mind. I would wake up, think about him, and I would go to sleep dreaming about him. I told my friend, and she's a bruja. She did a reading on me and felt like the reading was off, or was it coming out accurate? Time has passed and my friend would meditate and fast to get more of an accurate reading. My friend and I would talk every day and all I could do was talk about him, and I even noticed it, but I couldn't stop.
Can you buy me a Red Bull Energy after this?
No.
Why?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
Why?
Yeah.
Go.
No. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the fuck out of your hair.
I honestly felt like something was wrong with me because I never even felt like this for my ex-fiance.
Damn.
I would go over to his place and we would get intimate. When we were in his bedroom, he wouldn't let me be in a certain spot of his bed. I even thought that was weird, but I would always brush it off and not really think about it, or trying not to think about it. I feel like things are going really well and there was some things that he was saying or doing, and usually I would not accept that type of behavior. I found myself brushing it off or not saying anything at all, which wasn't me. I even told him one day that I don't know what's going on with me because we've only been seeing each other for almost a month and I feel deeply in love with you. I started crying because I usually take my time and take things slow. I felt like I was going insane for a guy that I didn't even really know. So I said earlier that I would dream about him a lot, and the last two dreams that I had about him were more negative. The first one was about him being there but not really there. Like I would talk to him or hug him or kiss him, and in the dream he would just kind of not show any emotion, or he didn't really talk to me at all. I thought that was pretty weird because he was a big chatterbox. The next day I dreamt about me entering a dark room lit up with candles all over a period. There's this big table and there was this type of book or tablet type thing, and there was somebody who was wearing a cloak reading out of it. It looked up and it saw me and I woke. My ex-fiance woke up too, asking me if I was okay because I was mumbling in my sleep, and I never did that. My ex-fiance and I will switch off sleeping on the couch and sleeping on the bed. That night I wanted to sleep on the bed because that couch was hurting my back, and I will wake up at 5 in the morning for work. My friend asked me if she could do a reading and it came out more accurate. We found out that he was hiding something under his bed, and she told me what part of his bed to go to and that I was going to find out what he was doing to me.
Oh my god, that's scary. I have the chills.
She said that I will know what it is once I see it. At this point in my life, I didn't really believe in brujeria until I did go over to his house. We got intimate and we were supposed to take a shower together, but I pretended that I was on the phone with my mom and that I would be there in a bit. He was hesitant to leave me alone, but I reassured him that I was going to take at least 2 to 3 minutes. Earlier, I told you that he wouldn't let me go to a certain part of his bed. I ended up looking under his bed and I found a little small red bag. I looked in it and it had some of my hair. It had a picture of me with some writing behind my picture. Also, he had a piece of my panties. I had one of my lipsticks in there as well with other things in it.
That's actually really scary.
Bruh, these men be acting like women these days. What is this? I grabbed it so fast and ran out the door once again to my car. He was non-stop calling me. Once I got to my house, I called my friend and she told me how to get rid of everything properly. I ended up saging the inside of my car and my whole apartment. También me hice una limpia de huevo, and I did a spiritual bad. Okay, he called me once more that night and I told him I knew what he did to me and that I knew I felt off and crazy. He didn't say anything and hung up the phone. That was just part 1 of the story, by the way. If you read my story, thank you. Sending love and good vibes to you and your banda. Thank you, love you.
That's so insane. The fact that her friend was able to tell her, like, look under that part of the bed.
Exactly.
That's how you know that shit was, like, real.
Let's say your friend was in like this beautiful ass relationship, like they treated each other well, but then you find out he did brujeria on your friend. Would you tell your friend, or would you let them be happy?
I would let them be happy.
Really?
But only because, like, I would expect him to just, like, love her so much to want her to only be his. Like, he wouldn't do any wrong, right? Or no, he's just a man.
No, I don't think I would let that slide.
Really? If you found... Okay, what if they were, like, happy as f***? Like, he was rich as f***? Like, treated her like perfect, like too perfect.
I'm a believer in true love. That there's one true love out there for you. I don't know. That's hard.
Okay, what if she had cheated on him and stuff and she did him super dirty and that's why he wanted her back? Isn't that cute?
You know what? I'd be like, take her out the streets.
Yeah. See, we support women's rights and women's wrongs, like, and occasionally men's wrongs. Sometimes. Nah, actually never.
Never. Thank you for that story. Excuse me? Thank you for those stories, guys. Hope you're gonna have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
Have a good Valentine's Day. Get stuffed like a turkey.
What if they're gay women?
Have a super. What the fuck is the difference? Have a really good Valentine's Day, LGBTQ+A community, and the Homo sapien. I mean the
LGBTQIA+. Trans lives matter.
Trans lives matter. Trans lives exist. Well, they're trying to make it seem like trans people don't exist, but they do exist. And it's so weird. I've seen so many videos of baddie ass trans women being like, oh, you want me to be in the same bathroom as your man? And it's like, bitch, like they just mog you. Easy.
All right, everybody join the Discord. We're gonna join the Discord where we party in there or whatever. Join the Patreon. It's gonna be vlogs, chisme, and stories, bonus stories on there. More content for you guys. And I'm dead serious. If we hit 200K subscribers, I'm playing the Ouija board.
Yeah, she's playing the Ouija board by herself.
We're playing the Ouija board.
You're playing the Ouija board by yourself. Outside in the dark. Outside of the house.
Me. Ouija board.
Oh, doctors.
I'm all alone now, like always. Now let's talk about
yes,
Nelly.
this is her.
Her weird ass self. This morning, she let out a big ass fart. Okay, I have to say goodbye really quick because my battery's about to die. So goodbye. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining us. Peace out.